parliament is for the people of Nigeria. Parlement. The meaning of the parliament is parlement, to speak on behalf of the people. Not to do political sentiment and hypocrisy or listen to songs of allegiance posed to a certain political party. Forget that there are three co-equal arms of government in this country: the judiciary, the legislature, and the executive. President Tinubu is the head of one equal arm, the executive. The legislature has a head of his own arm. We have a legislature that don't even know themselves, and they are kowtowing to the executive. They are worse than copy and paste now. They are worse than rubber. They are hype men.
That is what everybody is saying right now. During the presentation of the 2024 national budget, when the president appeared before them and they were singing songs of allegiance to the president, shameless people. You know, even the Labour Party, the PDP, the NNPP, the AD, the APGA, all of you, shame on you. This is nonsense. You just can't do that. This is not a political party gathering, you know. But let's come to think about this. What's the difference between Nigeria and North Korea? Okay, look at this video.
경의하는 김정은 동지께서 회의장에 나오시자 전체 참가자들은 위대한 김일성 김정일주의 국가 건설 사상과 노선을 제시하시고 합의.
That is the North Korean, the leader of North Korea. When he entered the Congress, everybody was what? They were clapping. Now, what is happening in Nigeria now is not different from what is going on in North Korea. The will of the people is not, you know, the number one priority of these people. The people's opinion does not stand. If you say anything against them, they come after you. Is that democracy? No.
At first, shame on all our National Assembly members that were seated there where another song of allegiance was played. Shame. And if we truly had a country, if we truly had a republic, by now, those in their constituency should be sending them letters to show how disgruntled they are, and if possible, recalling them. It is that bad. We are losing a country with sycophancy. But it's not only Tinubu. It happened during Buhari's administration. Remember how people were wearing Buhari's insignia on their body? Now everybody's wearing his cap and all of that. What level of madness have we got into in this country? It's a whole new level of madness. What level of madness are we doing? At the hollow chamber? By playing that song, a partisan song, they desecrated the hollow chamber. And they must account for it. Do you know what caused the first English Civil War? The king tried to overreach himself in the parliament, and the parliamentarians kicked against it. King Charles I. It led to the emergence of Oliver Cromwell, the Lord Protector of England. The parliament is for the people of Nigeria. Parlement. The meaning of the parliament is parlement, to speak on behalf of the people. Not to do political sentiment and hypocrisy or listen to songs of allegiance posed to a certain political party. And there were some other lawmakers that they couldn't talk. How would they be able to talk? Maybe we're telling Labour Party lawmakers, when they were part of those that collected the 160 million for cars, will they have the nerve to speak? We're telling lawmakers from other parties to discountenance that they didn't do it. But how will they be able to forget that there are three co-equal arms of government in this country? The judiciary, the legislature, and the executive. President Tinubu is the head of one equal arm, the executive. The legislature has a head of his own arm. But we have a legislature that don't even know themselves, and they are kowtowing to the executive. They are worse than copy and paste now. They are worse than rubber. They are hype men, as Big Wig called them.
Hype men.
So shame on all of them for not understanding that they are a co-equal arm of government in this country, and they are singing an allegiance song
Well, all right.
to the executive.
We've heard everybody complaining about this nonsense that happened at the National Assembly 2 days ago. And let's not even forget that during Muhammadu Buhari's regime, there was this section of APC folks that were pushing for a lifetime president. Although they didn't make it to the parliament, But there's some are even saying that during the parliamentarian meeting, we should even make President Tinubu, Buhari as of that time, a lifetime president. Let him continue from what is going on and all of that. In a joking matter anyway. But what are we saying now? If in protest to this, if I was to be in that house, I would sit down. Even though I'm the minority, I would sit down. I expect a minority, house of us, sit down while they were singing that song of Alleged. You sit down and protest to that, even though in the presence of the president, to let him know that this is not acceptable. But you cannot do that when, they just signed 160 million naira for you to go and buy your vehicle. Oh, corruption everywhere. And that is the reason why we will find it very difficult to move this country, forward. Because the high level of corruption, both in our legislature, in our executive, and the judiciary system, is something that cannot be, you can't even talk about it in public. Because, anyway, what do you think about this? Don't forget that nobody cares about you. If you are giving your opinion, please just be civil. Thank you for watching.